everybody, welcome to Misfits Adventures. My name is Michael. Dion's still at work today. We actually had off, but somebody needed to have off too, and so she went into work. So what I'm doing today is I'm trying to fix the lights that were on the outside. We don't have any lights that we can leave on so we can see our way home, and it gets pretty dark here in the campground. So I'm gonna go and try to fix it. I got the LED, they're long string. I think there was 16 feet of it. They do hundreds of different combinations of colors, and it has a remote control with it. I can also buy a Wi-Fi controller that goes in it, and I'll show you that in a few minutes, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. I just want to get the lights up, scrape everything down, retape them and put them up because they are a light strip. So I'm going to get that done today. It is a beautiful day at Shelter Cove. We had rain for the last 4 or 5 days. It is March 8th. March 8th. So spring is almost here. We've got some campers. This Coleman camper, he's from Louisiana, all the way from Louisiana. That's pretty cool. You can see the water out there. We got a little bit of a wind coming from the north right now. Usually all the storms have been coming from the south. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful day here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. I actually need more parts. I need some longer wire. So instead of ordering it, I'm going to take it off the other end. Now it's 16 feet and I only need like 11.5 feet of the light. So I have to cut some of it. But the other end that I'm going to cut actually has some wire on it that's already hooked up. So if I cut it, solder the two together, and check it with an ohms meter, I'm going to make sure that I actually have some good wire to use. Otherwise I have to wait and hopefully have it shipped, and that could be another 2 or 3 weeks. We've had these lights probably for a month already, so with the rain and everything else I haven't been able to get out there. I ordered goop be gone, and that stuff came, well, I actually didn't come in. They were going to charge me $10 on Amazon. Never sent it or something. I got my money back, but we went into town finally the other day and I went ahead and bought it, and it was like $4 for like 10 ounces. So that was pretty damn cheap. So anyways, a little bit else is happening too. I ended up going into the hospital Tuesday, I guess it was Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't remember what day it was. I woke up and I was coughing and sneezing. I don't have a cold, but when I coughed, my side hurt so bad that it just crippled me down to the ground. So that day after work, we just drove. We got off at 6 o'clock at night and we drove all the way. I think we got off a little earlier, but we drove all the way to Fortuna, which is about a 2-hour drive. And when we were up there, we went to the hospital, and they told me that I ripped my muscles on my right side. So they gave me like a salon patch for that, and I don't see it working actually. Just time is going to heal it. So it is what it is. I just can't lift anything. I'm 63 years old. I'm trying to be 20, I guess, again. The owner bought a little trailer that's going to be our taco truck. So that's it over there by the boat. This is all storage and people living over here. But that's going to be a taco truck, that red thing over there. And they got all the equipment, brand new equipment for it, the owner did. And when he came in the other day, he had one guy with him, and it was at night. So being the nice guy I am, I went over there to help, and I guess I kind of ripped it then, but that wasn't even the first time. I think just all the exercise I've been doing here, lifting things, dragging things, doing all that, I'm just doing things either stupidly, probably, or I just, you know, I'm just old and I can't do this anymore. That's what Justin, my son, said. But whatever it is, it is. So it's a beautiful day. I see some clouds back up here, so we might get some rain today. That says it's a little bit of a chance. So if so, I'm just going to get this all ready, the wires and everything to go in, and I'm going to go inside in just a few seconds. Okay, so come on along with me, and we're going to get these lights up today. If not today, soon. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, all right guys, be right back. All right, so I'm inside the camper. Max the Wonder Dog is here with me. You okay, Max or Wonder Dog? He wants to go outside chasing gophers today because I'm off, but he can't. Plus, I'm on the bed. This is where he sleeps. All right, so what I'm going to tell you is, this is the panel, Max. Okay, it's okay. Okay, this is the panel. Max, what do you want? Do you want a cookie? Do you want a cookie? Let's get you a cookie. These right here. Huh? You want cookies? Nicely. Okay. Here, I'll give you 2 more for just on the side. Oh, there's 3 more. You're a lucky doggy. Okay. All right, like I was saying before he interrupted, this is where the control module is, okay? This is the new one. And it actually looks just like the old one. It is the old one. It's the same thing. So what the problem was for the other one, you'll see there's a plug here. And here is a sensor. Well, on here, here's the plug. And there's the sensor, and that's the problem right there. The sensor didn't work. So when we were trying to turn the lights on and off, obviously it wasn't working. Probably the lights were really good, but I took them down. So right now we're going to try to redo this. I have a problem because from here to actually, let's see, from here outside, you can see this is metal. This is the outside of the camper. They have a grommet here that's filled in with black kind of tarry looking stuff. And the sensor went out and kind of hung out there, so this has got to go through that hole. And then also the wire, which was here, that's going to connect to the lights, went through that hole. And this is the new LED strip. The old one is outside. So this is 16 feet long. I have some shrink wrap right here that I'm going to wrap it all up after I do it. It automatically comes with a 3M look-alike kind of tape that's not really 3M. I'm not sure how it's going to stick. I have to scrape off the old first, okay? So on these, you can't really tell. Here, let me pull this away. On these, there's 2 ends, okay? There's a female and another female. They make a bridge extender that has 5 pins on both sides that connects them both. Now, this one, like I said, it's 16 feet long. I only need 11 and a half. I need 180 inches, basically. So how we're going to do this is, I'm going to measure it out, and I'm going to get as close to one of these right here where it says plus, which is power. It says green, red, blue, white. So these here, all these here, are leads going to the next set of however many. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every 6 lights, there's a center, which is a connector part right here. That connector part is where you're going to actually cut it to shorten it in length. Now, because this has 2 leads coming off each end, right? I need some extension to go out, because from this hole to where I have to go to the outside and go up to the top where the awning is, I'll show you outside just a second. It's a good maybe 8 inches. So what I'm planning to do is, if it works, I'm going to actually cut off the part that I need at 180 inches or whatever it is. And then I'm going to cut these wires right here off. And then I'm going to solder these wires into an extension that was on there before, and I'll show you that over here. And I'm working on it now. So this here, excuse my dirty dishes. I was kind of doing dishes earlier, and I decided to do this because it's going to rain later. So what I did was I bared these wires. I've got some heat shrink insulation on them, and I'm gonna actually, when I cut this one here, right, I'm going to actually cut this here turn these wires around. Let's see how if I can get this. Turn these wires around this way, and actually I will have a longer length. So I will have a connection on both ends, and this right here will be long. So like you can see, here's a male right here. It can be plugging in there, or it won't. Either way, it's still going to work. And then I will take it and fish it through that little black grommet right here, outside, up. This will all have a sheath of insulation on it, that heat shrink tubing that I bought for like $7, is all different sizes from Amazon. And then I'll stick it through there, and I definitely will use some silicone and seal up all my holes. All right, so I'm outside now, and here is, on our little shelf here, this is the old one that I took down. And you can see right here where it actually broke off, and that's what was the problem was. So they did cut it at the right spots both times, so that's good. These lights are probably okay, I would imagine. These came from our Christmas trees. I don't even know why I'm saving Christmas tree lights that we had up. They stopped working halfway through winter here. So, okay, so I got this going. And what that needs to do is, that needs to go up here and come out this hole here. That's where the grommet is, right in here someplace. This electrical cord runs the motor that is up here for the awning. So I don't want to mess with that. But I will have to take this off, which is full of caulking and everything else. I'll get a nut driver on here and get that off, and then put it back on again with the other one. Or I might take the other sensor. See, this is the tip of the sensor. There we go. That's the tip of it. I might take the sensor and put it on the inside and put a little hole in the plate that fits on the wall and put the sensor through it. I'm thinking of that. And then just turn on and off the lights outside. Later on, I could always get a new controller, like I was saying, that is Wi-Fi, but it is only 5 volts, and these are 12 volts. I believe that does go up to 12 volts out of the controller with the Wi-Fi one, but the input voltage is only 5. So we're gonna have to figure that out later. I had to take these screws, these bolts, whatever they are, and back them out a little bit there, and back them out a little bit here. I want to hurry up and get this done before it starts getting windy. But you can see up here, all the old glue. We kind of got some of it out. I've got to get up there and scrape the rest. I bought some plastic razor blades. I think it was $7 for the holder and like 2 big long tubes of blades. But they're plastic. I got to get all this off so I can get the other on. I want it to stick well. You can see how it came off, and all that the gunk, the gluey stuff stuck up there. So let me get started on this, and I want to try to get it done. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. I had a little bit of a late start. I didn't sleep very well the last few days with my side hurting. So yeah, and as you can tell, wind's coming from the north, and there's some clouds. It says it's not going to rain today, but we're at Shelter Cove, and who in the hell knows what it's going to do here. So, all right, guys, so stay tuned and watch this, okay? Here, I don't know if you can see or not, but I've got the ohms meter. I am going to make sure that these actually work, okay? So I'm going to take the black one, and I'm going to put, I'm just going to use the ohms meter, okay? This is a volt ohms meter. So I'm going to put it to ohms, which is down here. We touch these two together. Let's see. Where's the buttons here? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can see. Okay, here's 200, 2000, or 20K. Doesn't matter. You see, it's what the heck? All right, this is definitely common. And this is definitely ohms. There we go. So as you can see, it goes up to 6 point something here. What I need to do is, I need to take all these, and I need to solder them with the soldering iron. I have the some real thin, what do you call it? Here we go. We'll take this down. Some solder, and I am going to braid these two together after I strip these, and I'll get it exactly green, black, red, blue, white, and I'll put these on. These are shrink wrap insulation right here, and I will take these, put them up, and then take a lighter, shrink them over it so nothing can go wrong, and we'll be all good with that. Let's see, twist these up so solder them better. Alright, let's see how this is going to work. Alright. Before I even do that, I want to go ahead and do this. So I'm taking this right here. This is the other plug. And I am going to bare this a little bit. Hopefully this works. If not, I'm just going to have to buy an extension for it, and a plug and play kind of thing. But I think I can do it this way to save a little money and to save a little time and get this up there. I bought all the right stuff, the insulation, the wrap, heat wrap, so I think we're going to be okay. I got this old, this is like 25 years old. It worked a long time ago. Let's see if it does now. But it actually will strip the wires. I know you can't see that probably, but that's not stripped yet, so I put it between here, pull the trigger, and it actually bears the wire for me without having to lose any of the wire or yeah, there we go. Hold on one more time here, down here. I'll get a big one on that one. Ooh, that was good. Alright, so we're just going to solder these together, and we'll be done with this part. Once we get it all done, hopefully I can put it all in shrink wrap, put it through that grommet up there, and then the next step is to get all the sticky stuff off. And once all the sticky stuff's off, I can clean it all up. I've got some of the goop be gone, and I have some Everclear as an alcohol to clean it all up the surface before using the lights and their sticky tape that they have on it. Now if that sticky tape doesn't work, then I'm going to have to wait anyways and get a roll of the 3M red tape, which is awesome stuff. I highly recommend it in anything in the camper. I got stuff stuck with it all over the camper just because it works, you know. So, alright, so we got the color codes here. There's white, black, gray, or blue. It's more of a blue, it's just got stuff on it. Then red and green. Those are the LED lights themselves, okay? So, let's see, the first one we're going to do, we'll do the red. Let's see, how does that line up? Okay, let's go down with these a little bit. Strip them back a little bit. Okay, yeah. Alright. So, on the outside it's going to be white, then blue. We want to keep it the same exact way, okay? So, we'll put these up. We'll get this all done. Twist them out so they're nice and even and they don't have any burrs in them that's going to short out the other one. Of course, when we put the I got this little kit that came with all these different sizes of shrink wrap. Strip tubing is what it is for insulation, and that stuff really works good. Alright, so let's see if this is hot enough. Ooh, that's hot. Owie. Alright, so here. Yeah, let's do this up a little bit with the camera. Alright. Alright, I don't know if you can see me or not. That melted. Let's see. How are we doing here with the heat? Oh yeah, you can see. See, it's melting already? Okay, so we're going to get some on here. We're going to let it sit on there, hopefully. Probably need some sandpaper. I don't know if I have any. Let me go look for some sandpaper. I will be right back. I got a belt sander here that it's all ripped up. I cut it, but I like to take this and make a nice sharp point on it, bare the metal, get all the other crud off of it, the tip, because this is what's going to heat up, and that's what's going to solder this all together. Oh, let me sit down. Sorry for shaking the table there. All right, so what we try to do is, I don't know if this is going to work, we're going to try to put it on here first, and then we're going to go to the white one, heat up the white one. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, it did. Look, see what happens is I got that solder on there, and then I'm going to heat up that wire, and when I do that, it's all going to go into the wire. Alright, that's good right there. So we're tinning it is what they call that. We're just putting a little bit of solder on it for right now, and then we'll put them together with the other side, and they will stick together and be bonded. Now, I don't know if I can leave that on there and put this shrink wrap over it, because I did use the wider one this time. So let's see if I can do that. Yeah, look, that's perfect, right? All right, so 3 of them are shorter, 2 of them are longer. No, take that back. You can see 2 of these right here are shorter, these are a little bit longer. So I didn't do that hot of a job. Hopefully I can hide this inside. This will be inside. This will probably be going outside to the lights themselves, okay? So because it has a male on it. Now in the box that I got, this is the box that it came all in, okay? This was $32, I think. I could have gotten one for $16. I didn't know if it was better or worse or same or whatever. So I stuck with a kind of a better brand that had more reviews. And this is actually a pin. I don't know if you can see it up close here. This is a pin that's going to go in here like this, like here. And then that's going to plug into the lights themselves, okay? So I got this down. I figured this out. Now it comes with a power supply. It's a 12-volt power supply, but guess what? We have 12-volt power on board the camper because everything is run, all these lights in here are run by 12 volts, and we have a voltage regulator thing. So now what I need to do is I want to shrink wrap these tubes by heating them up. So I'm going to go get a lighter, and I'm going to shrink wrap these, shrink these tubes down. Everything seems to be really good. I've got good connection through all of them. And so here we go. We'll do this one first. So what we do is we take the lighter and we just do that. You can see the tube already shrinking. So that's over the top. That's a watertight seal now, okay? I'll put a little bit more on each end. There we go. Now we'll do the white, just like we did the red. Okay, and we'll get that on there, and that's shrink wrapped. We'll do the black tube, just because it's right there, and we'll wrap that down. We want that to fit good and tight, so make that a waterproof seal. We don't want anything getting in there, okay? So let's get this and this, and I'm going to start with the outside one, which is actually going to be black. So I'm going to find the outside one here, and you're going to see that meter move. Hopefully you can see the meter move. Here, let's turn this over like that. Excuse me. Alright, look at that. The next one. Wow, that's good. The next one. Wow, that's good. The next one. See the second one to the end. So there's 5 pins. Like I said, there's a ground, there's a red, blue, green for the colors, and then there's a white for just bright white. Now I got this whole tube done. Now how am I going to do this? I was going to shrink wrap it, the whole thing, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. So I got this on. I need to put this back through that hole and outside. And this needs to be the one inside. So how are we going to do that? I don't know for sure. So alright, we got that all wired up. Get the flashlight out to show you. There's that grommet right there going through the metal. I've got to figure out a way to poke that through, and I'll show you on the other side where it comes out. Well, I'm not sure, but I think it comes out right here. But I have to take this whole thing off to get to it. But do I? You know, here's all that gunk on here, the little tar stuff. Like I said, this wire here is the wire that actually runs this. I've closed the awning down a little bit right now. I need to break this away. There's nothing here that I can go into. So it's a bar, but it's really right back in here, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's where it's at. Now it's going to run up here, and then this is where it's going to be, the light itself is going to be connected. So I have to have it come up to there and across someplace. So this is going to be a little different, I think. We'll figure out how to do this. We'll figure it out. I'm going to bring it out here and see. All right, where did it go? What did I do with it? Right here. So let me look here. So if it's coming out the wall and it's inside the wall, okay, it's coming out the wall and it's inside the wall like this, then I have this much to go up to here. And we're right about, oh, maybe a little higher. So we're about here, let's say. And that would actually barely reach. So, my goodness, how are we going to get it through that grommet to the outside? All right, hopefully you can see all this. Now, I did get this in. I pushed this through. So we are in, excuse me, I can't show you here. There he goes. So this is what we're doing. We've got it through the hole. I've got it bolted back down. This right here is the sensor I took out. I'll show you outside how it looks. Oh, too much work. All right, so I got it all buttoned up here. I got the new one out. I didn't put it in here. I just didn't see it going there. I got this about as far as I can get it here. I could probably move it longer. See that right there? Okay, and I got this here. This is the sensor. This wire here, I'm going to shove it down into here. This is for the awning itself. So now all I got to do is go back and I got to get all this sticky stuff off and scrape it all off, clean it all up. Hey, look who's over there. Hi. Look who that is. She's working right now in the deli. But I got everything ready. All right, so anyways, she's going back to work. I need to get this done. It's like 4 o'clock now. We've been working on it since 2:30. So I'll scrape all this off, wipe it down really good. I'll stick the the lights up right in here, across, like right here. Get that done. And we'll see what happens. So, a little time lapse maybe? All right, now I just finished. It is now 5 o'clock, so it took me about 3.5 hours to go through the wall and get it coming out, and put those solder the wires on, put the insulation over the top of it so nothing rubs, and I'll show you the finished product right now. All right, so they're underneath. These are on white right now. All I have to do is turn it off. Let's see, we'll turn it off somehow, I don't know. Here's red, here's blue, purple, there's kind of a blue, here's green, kind of an aqua, there's green and white. So I got it to work. The only thing I'm having problems with is right up here. It's just not sticking. I have that heat shrink wrap right there. I need to get it a little bit hotter and let it melt on it, so it seals where the plug is, and it seals at the bottom so water can't get into there. But I've got it, and it looks pretty good. Let's see what other colors I can come up with. Let's see. Okay, the whites are off. Let's do red. Let's do green, blue, okay. And then we got a, I don't know what purple, I guess. What's this? Ooh, that's pretty. That's kind of a blue. Let's see what this one is. That's a purple. Green, it's supposed to be yellow. That's kind of a greenish yellow, huh? That's orange, orangish red, and then red. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is the remote control that comes with it. If I do get the Wi-Fi thing, it comes up with thousands and I guess almost 1 million colors, they say, combinations. These are not the addressable ones like I was talking about before. The addressable ones, I can do individual colors all the way across. I can do it till it's like a rainbow effect going across. Those were about $75. They were only 5 volts, so that's what I was saying. So that's our little project for the day for the camper. That took us all friggin' day. It is looks like it's gonna rain tonight or tomorrow, and then it's supposed to be a little bit warmer. I think we're getting a warm spell, but you can see out here what it kind of looks like. So maybe we should have a time lapse, huh? What do you think? Time lapse now?